Good old Mondays. Got to love Mondays, ain't you? Nothing ever goes right on a Monday at all. So I come into work, that's as wet can be. The teleporter's struggling to move. It's making a bit of a mess, but it is what it is. We just need to carry on and get this job sorted and get done, because I've got to get back and get other stuff. Show how wet it is. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but in that bingo pond, starting to fill up with water. So for that to start filling up with water, we've had a lot of rain. But yeah, I'll show you the other reason I'm a bit mad this morning. I've been on at Isuzu for ages about this. There's an issue with the truck, rear parking sensors and lane departure sensors, whatever, that pick up things on the outside. Hasn't been working for ages. It keeps switching itself off and bits and pieces. I'll show you what happened this morning. Why? Monday, why? They say it come in threes. That's the thing that really annoys me, because that's number one. So what's number two and number three going to be? Happy Monday morning. So, went into a garage. Had to get some diesel this morning before I got some AdBlue. And yeah, no diesel in the garage, so everybody sits in the garage forecourt like idiots and don't want to move anywhere, and I've got to get on. So I decided to turn around. As I turn around, been on at Isuzu that this hasn't worked for ages, and boosh, brilliant, smashed the rear light. Nice one. Have a guess in the old comments down below, right, how much a new rear LED light is for one of these, right? And I'll hit you up in the next video and let you know how much one is. I have got the price, but yeah, just hit me up in the comments and let me know how much you think a new rear light is. Put it like this, it ain't no 50 quid. So as you can imagine, today I'm not very happy. They say it comes in threes, but we shall see. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully everything else will be alright today. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Do well. Right, we'll go round this big fire up then. Round it up to get it going so we can chuck some more stuff on there. Right, Dad is chucking loads of stuff over, which I've got to chuck on the fire. Now the fire's got going, I'm going to go round the edge, clear up all this stuff, chuck it on top so it's nice and dry. And that way we can get the fire roaring and get all this wet stuff on. Get all that heat out of there. Ooh, yeah, go outside. I think I know what I'm going to do next though. Next on the purchase list, I'm going to save up for a progressive thumb. That's what I want next. Don't get me wrong, this thumb is lovely, but a progressive thumb link would be a lot better for what I do. So sometimes, instead of keep moving, I'd just like to be able to grab stuff like down here. So when I'm like this, it'd be nice to be able to grab it, but that's as far as the thumb will go down. So I've got to be at like 90 degrees-ish to pick stuff up, like this here. Got to be about 90 degrees to pick it up properly like that, whereas a progressive link will follow me all the way in and all the way out and still sit level. So I reckon that will be on the next purchase, because they're not cheap. Not being funny, but for £2 I got this, or about 10 grand for a progressive link. But what the progressive link will save me in time, it'll make my money back. see how big this fire was over the weekend. All this ash that's left. We want the ash because we want the fire to get going again. If you ever work around fires, you just want to be careful that you sit the right way for the wind. There's a lot of electrical stuff on these diggers and flammable stuff, believe it or not, and it doesn't take a lot for a digger to catch fire. If this catches fire, we're in a whole world of pain. So heat in there, look, the flames are going already. Hell. She was a big fire. Right, let's grab some of this stuff here and chuck on. This is what I love about this farm. Ready? Dush, dush, dush. Look at that, the whole lot. Bush. Whoop, she's a heavy. That's what I absolutely love about this pump when it comes to fires. So literally just place it straight on top. Bosh! Little pat down. Little smoothie, wavy. Bury it into the ash, get the ash and the heat. Lovely. Yeah. Grab another one. Bosh. Look at them flames roaring up the side already. Oh yeah, we got some fire! Fire! Fire can! Gotta love a good fire, ain't ya? Everybody loves a good fire. Right, get some of these big bits of wood on there. Come on, grab it, bud. Grab it. Num 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 num. Big loads only. Come on, girl, lift. Give me the extra power. Button powered up. Whoa, there it goes. I love that about a Volvo. That button, when you need it, it's there. Look at that. Don't you fool on me. Don't you fool on me. You little sod. Stay on top and burn. Burn for me, baby, burn. Go put a tree shear on. Pop, pop. I'll take this off. The tree shear needs to go on. yes, I've got a twig caught in the top of the arm, I can see that. Right, stop this, put the pipes on, get going again. Right, start dropping some of that silver birch in. When they're small trees like this, I don't mind taking them out as a whole tree, but when they start getting a bit bigger, when you've got to start thinking about where you're cutting and what you're doing, because you can get yourself in a right muddle. So what I normally do is cut it, drop it, roughly measure 2.5 metres, cut. And once that one's cut, roughly mark it like that, bosh, and then like that, them side branches, if I can get them off, take them off. So then I can get another cut out of there if I can. And that top bit is just waste. So then chuck it there, out of the way. These 3 bits, take round to the pile. Or make a pile behind me. Start just stacking it up. It's as easy as that, really. Down as I drag it out, so hopefully I don't snap the top out. Bring it out to where I'm working. Swing it back round. Drop it down. There we go. A little bit ain't no good for nothing. Chuck out to one side on the pile. Cut out of this one. Right there. Before I pick that up, cut that bit off there. Chuck it on there. Just makes life so much easier doing it with this chainsaw. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I get that it's not the cleanest of cuts as in like a chainsaw and you've still got a couple of wispy bits left. But if you're just wanting to bulk it out like we're going to be doing in that next bit where Dad is next, that bit where Dad is, there, that's all being clear felled, which this can just come into its own. There's a lot of trees to come out of there. Right, we'll go have some breakfast and then I'll come back and we'll try and find some big trees for you to have a look at. So what you've got to look at is in 7 minutes I've took down, one, two, three, four, five, 6 trees. 6 trees in 7 minutes. That's like 1 a minute, nearly. Well, if you want to be precise, it's 1 minute and 10 seconds per tree. That's cut, drop, top out, felled to length, and I've got a load of firewood there. Right, go have some breakfast and I'll come back to you shortly. It's a bit wet out here. This will soon pull down though. Once we're done, they're going to bring the little power harrow in here and knock all the top about. But that has certainly opened all that up over the back there. But right, we'll get on, we'll cut some more of the silver birch down. Look at that, that's fully cleared out over the back there. Lovely. Firewood. Oh, rain's coming. Yum, 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 yum. He was gonna eat ya. Right. Right, so when it comes to trees like this, look at the size of that, right? I've got to take this down in one lump because of where it's sat in between all these other trees. Normally I'd break that down into probably 3. But this is what I love about the TMK, look. So much control. I've got it. I can angle it through the top of the trees like this without breaking anything else. Pulling it back. And then come to drop. Control where I drop it. Perfect. And that is a fair sized chunk. And it just cuts it so easy. So easy to use. Can use it as a grab, use it as a share. The tilt and hitch really does change things up. Gets me in any angle I want to get. Yeah, it's a game changer. How quick that was to cut that down. You've got to think, a man with a chainsaw would have to cut it, drop it into the pond, then cut it up, then get something to pull it out, and it's just a pain. Whereas this, doing everything in one pass. So I'm literally cutting it, laying it where I want it to cut it up, processing it into firewood, stacking all the lop and top there so that that can be carted out to go on the fire. Yes, could do a load of wood chip, but to me there's just no point, so we're not going to bother with wood chip. A couple of big ones to take over the back there, so what I'll do is get this one all logged up and sorted out, and then I'll come back to you when I'm doing that one over the back there. Right, so believe it or not, through here where this white stake is, there's supposed to be a footpath through here. Yeah. the silver birch took over so people walk wherever they want. So now I've got to go through here and take all them silver birch out as I go through around the footpath. It's going to be fun. So let's start cutting and get it sorted, get it down so they can maintain the footpath, is what they reckon. Tell you what, it's nearly dinner time, but I'm still heaved about my truck. That has niggled me. Really has niggled me. Alright, that's one tree down and sorted. That's what I mean. This thing is such an animal. It's so easy to use, it's safe. It's efficient. Just, yeah. Look at that, just boom. Drop that there. Now I start de-limbing. I think if I was to buy another one, I'd buy a de-limmer on it as well. It'd just make life so much easier with a de-limmer. Yeah, I could have got another length of wood out of it. There's just no point. It's got so many twists and turns in it. When you come to process it for firewood, nobody will want it because it's just so twisty. They can't actually do nothing with it. I'm going to carry on for a little while, start getting the path through, and then I'll come back to you once I've got a path in here. We'll start getting a path shaped object in here. Right, we are actually getting somewhere. I've got about 4 more trees to take out, and then I am through the wood and out the other side. And that is the boundary that I've done. I think on a previous video I said how I clear a mile long fence line. That's that fence line there. So I've managed to get this footpath all the way through. Yes, there are some stumps left, but they will eventually come out. Not just yet though, we just want them to get through so people have got somewhere to walk without getting anywhere near me when I'm taking the other trees down the other side. Take these last couple of trees out then, and then this clearing job on this side is done. Then we're moving to the other side. Look at that whole tree out in one go. So you can take a whole tree out, like I say. I don't like normally doing it because there's a lot of strain on the digger and what have you, but I lay her down, boosh, cut her up, get about 3 or 4 lengths out of this. 1, 2. could get another one out of there, but it's too twisty and I don't think the wood merchant would like that too much. Right. What I'll do is at the end I'll take it and show you how much wood we've cut down today and stacked up. There's, I don't know, there's several load there. But I haven't been going absolutely nuts with it, if that makes sense. It's literally just clear this footpath. Oops, dropped it. Getting tired now. Been a busy day today. That. Get the old lop and top. Chuck the old lop and top over. So. See if we can see the alleyway that I've just created. So I come in there, all the way round. Dad's just got to grab that last pile of wood out of there. But the alleyway is straight through there. So the footpath will come down the fence line, through here and out behind me. So once it's cleared all the wood, I'll come in here with a rake and I'll just rake over all of this. Out up over that, so you'll come into the new bingo ponds. Be lovely. Next year that'll be stunning. I'll have to come for a walk through on here next year. It really is stunning. It looks a bit of a mess at the minute, but I'm telling you, this time next year that'll look lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Especially when all the water gets put back in the ponds and everything else, that really will change this. But right, I'm going to get over to the pile of wood that we've created today. I'll show you that. This is all what I cleared the other week, last week. Cleared all of that, all the way around here. I've cleared all of this. And into that alleyway. That's everything I've cleared this week. It's a massive area, massive area. And then I'm going to go down the bottom there and start clearing up this way, but that'll be clear fell. That'll literally look like that by the time it's done. So yeah, we're getting there. Right. Well, it doesn't look a massive pile, but I'm telling you, there's about 4 load there. You've got that pile and you've got another pile behind it. A fair bit of timber come out. Considering it was all just waste. So that was all waste, that was going to be burnt if not, so I've managed to save that out of there, which is all good. And then I'll show you the big fire. The big fire. Big fire. There's a big fire. Big fire. Plenty of heat in it now. Won't be a lot left tomorrow. Oh, that's pushing through with the wind, isn't it? Oh dear. The scratch has come out though, hasn't it? Right, that'll do for that one. I think some boys are now parking up as well. But no, that'll do for that one. Like I say, what a Monday. What a start. Smashed me rear light, scratched all my rear bumper up, managed to polish the bumper and that out, so that ain't too bad, so it's just a rear light. But right, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed. If you haven't, please don't forget, please hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button. I appreciate each and every one of you. Keep saying just lately, don't know why. Keep don't need to keep need to keep learning how to drive, I think, instead of keep reversing into posts. Yeah, but no, like I say, stay safe and we'll see you on the next one. Adios amigos.